Whoopee, we are back again for another one. Hello and welcome, lads. Unfortunately, we're in the disappointment shirt. The Ross County away shirt. Unfortunately. So, yeah, we're here. 90 minutes of... bollocks, what's it called? Oh dear. Is my voice going as well? It feels like it's going. Sure, I've got a coffee. Uh-oh, it'll mend itself. Daytona, that's the name. That is the way. That's not the way, that is the name. Jesus Christ, man. My throat's just decided it's not playing today, so yeah. 90 minutes Daytona. Hopefully things go well. Porsche 911 GTE. So Porsche. Yeah, we've got half an hour practice, 10-minute quali, short quali. So we're actually good in quali. 90-minute race. So, yeah, cool. What am I meant to press here? Stream, that's the one. There we go! We are here at Daytona. So, let us crack on with what is here. What have we got in the field? Dodge, BMW, Aston, Dodge, Porsche, Chevy, Dodge, Chevy, Porsche, Ford, Dodge, BMW, Aston Martin, Chevy, Porsche. Cool. 4 Porsches, 3 Chevys, 2 Astons, a Ford, 2 Beamers, 3 Porsches. I'm sure that's the way it works. What should we? Let's equip this setup. Let's give this just kind of bog standard Xbox One Kenobi setup. Bit of a wee stroll around Daytona here. The one thing I find annoying here is the pit limiter line. Should be probably here. Why is that lagging so much? Sorry. Why is that lagging so much? Genuinely. I didn't mean to drive into that, by the way, either. Oh, I restarted the bloody session. Why is it lagging so much? That's a weird one. What's my internet looking like? Full bars. So full bars and it's not working. What's different to the settings that we've done before that's made this different? I'm sorry. I'm gonna need to do some investigation into what is causing this. Hang on. Full screen here. I just want to see, yeah, 59, so we're dropping a frame. What, one frame, not multiple frame, one frame. 60 FPS, lovely jubbly stuff, and everything seems okay. Allegedly. Let's move that along so I can fully see the FPS output. Bugger off, taskbar. 60 FPS, here we go. Let's have a see again. Is it going to be 60 FPS? Allegedly. Allegedly, it said 60 FPS for the whole time there and it paused for 4 seconds. That's not 60 FPS, I'm sorry, that's not frame rate. There's just going to be another one of these ones that is going to last 2 minutes and then I'm going to end the stream because it's just simply not actually viable to be a good stream. Or should we just live with it? I'll keep an eye on it, because it's not like Daytona's a hard track to look around. You are flat out for a 90% of the lap. Jesus Christ, that brake lights is far forwards. My eyes have been itching so much recently. It seems to have sort of stopped itself. Is that Freeman? Yeah. Chicane time, cold tyres, first time. One of them times the car's just going to let go, surely. Surely.
You know the drill, mate.
Kind of thing. Oh, our top line speed isn't very good, is it? We just reached the red line over there. Easy down at T1. I can't think what these guys have done in testing. It was like 143, 144 region. I think I was stuck a couple tenths off the 15th place guy. Which is bitterly annoying because I don't want to be sitting down in last place. Oh shit. Go a bit quicker. Why is the colours on stream a bit more pale than the colours I'm seeing in game? Chevy's a bit less yellow than I'm seeing. I don't know. We can live with it, we can live with it. Chicane tight. The old chicane's much better than the new one. Come on. Lovely. Getting the slipstream immediately. What's he doing? I mean, that's a bit aggressive for me, but you saw the brake light come on. You can't argue with that. You saw the brake light go on. What was that across the line? A 148.1. Pretty crap. Are we safe to go on the track again? Damage. What a muppet! Right, Porsche. Just sit here the now. Yeah, I'm at the throttle and go. As I was saying at the start, the one thing I don't like about this Daytona track is that usually the pit limiter line would be, I think, here. Not in this game. No. Not in this game. What you've got to do You gotta go around here. And then you reach the pit limiter line, and then you can gun it. Probably to avoid people in practice lobbies trying to flat out the trying to take that flat out that first corner, but you know, no harm done. It's the same for a row. And it's so easy to look up the brakes there. That and T1 is like the bane of my existence, and here. I can never get a good line out here. Six. We did a 148.1, but bear in mind we did spin. Seems a bit uncanny. Can you hear my brake lights? Not my brake light, my brake pedals squeak, or my throttle pedals squeaking. It squeaks really annoying. It's the limiter. We need to increase the final drive, I think. What's the worst T1 entry you've ever seen in your life, and we're still 5/10 up? Bear in mind, we were behind a Chevy the whole lot. Just taking over a second out. It's really about where we should be. We did lose a couple across the line. If we are miles quicker, we can always turn the AI up a wee bit. We're not quite at max. Why am I getting the phone call? My phone's just fallen off somewhere. It was resting in the road. Yeah, it was. That's so annoying. .145.2, we're a second off, oh my god. We need to turn it the other way. Oh, shut up! Thank you. Probably a good sign. We're 6/10 off already. We need to be 1 second up. Why are we so crap? Lose so much time on the banking. Lap invalidated, gets in. So the AI is actually lower than it was in testing because it was a bit too high in testing and I was 2/10 off them consistently. So I've turned them down and now they're a second faster than me. And I'm saying the same times as I was. What? Well, that's a hardly good T1, isn't it? Slow in the GTEs. Give me a 10th. Ish. Not really. Come on, Porsche. I think I can gain a bit by increasing the final drive. Still we're going to be like 2/10 off. 4/10 off. Look at this pace. It's a tad annoying. We definitely need to increase the final drive. It's going to gain us a wee bit. Other than that, I'm not quite sure what to do. My old 5.5 tenths improvement, and we are 3.3. 317 thousandths of a second off. So about 3.1 tenths. Pretty much. Final drive, that's what we want to do. Click. Click. More. Put that to 5. Phone calls, absolutely nothing, seems. Aha! I think we can probably decrease the aero a bit in the back end, make it a bit quicker in a straight line. So I believe my bollocks, my oh well, not my bollocks, my, oh my god, my straight line speed's a bit low. Let's see if we're getting these tires up to more temperature though. I'll let this go by. Well, I would have let that guy through if he... I did, but... He was 11th. Let's see what he does. Wasn't great. Well, even it's there, it seems, and... It's evidently not the right place. We've got work to do. We've only got 10 minutes more of quality to do, of practice before quali, which is an issue because we're frankly not very good, as it seems. We're not far off, we're only 3/10 off, but we are definitely going to need an improvement of some sort to be any decently good. 10's only done a 1:43.8. It's only 7/10 more than us. So we're quite close together in terms of spacing. If you get 15th, we're only 4/10 off, so that is probably an aim. So he's already quicker on a straight line. I mean, I don't know if it does or not, but let's see if we hit the limiter right here. I mean, I was messing about with setups and kind of testing. I found out this car you can go to negative wing angle, so. Yeah, no, we're fine with straight line speed now. What chicane, what we like for chicane. Okay, maybe a bit slower for chicane would do. Hell, if we cannot finish last in practice, we've got 9 minutes to do so. Yeah, there's a 10th already. So we basically just gain out the oval and out the infield. And I'd say we're bliss. We know we're a lot quicker in the straights. We're going to just be a 10 off or something. Alright, come on. Show me the gains. All the way at the carb. Isn't the greatest round the chicane. Just a bit squirmy. Turning. I actually improved there by actually a lot there. 10th off now. So actually, we gained a lot of the time in the straights there. Hopefully the tyre's locked up there. So now we've actually got a time with the set to compare with. We can potentially have quite a good comparison to compare with here. If the Chevy gets it the way that is. Because if it doesn't get out of the way, then we're in a bit of bother. There are 2 tenths up now, actually. Probably should be out more now. I say that. Not really gaining in the straights quite as much. So here's our make or break corner, really. That was decent. I think. Yep. 2.6 ahead. Maybe a bit more rear stability at the back end, but the main thing is we're not last anymore. Preferably like maybe to make up a 10th or so. That's not how to do it. I was going to say try a wider exit there, but no, wider exit's definitely not the way to do it. Our 10th up. It's a really bad like exit there. Five minutes left, and that's a great chicane. That is 5 tenths. Lovely. 6th. How's that happened? It's a miracle. What's fastest now? A Porsche. Oh, would it ever? So we somehow gained 5 tenths from basically the chicane there. To put us from 16th to 6th, so that's good. We've got a Porsche in the pole, which is a good sign. Dodge 2nd, Dodge 3rd, Dodge 4th. Porsche 5th, Porsche 6th, Dodge 7th, Dodge 8th, Chevy 9th, Ford 10th, Bimmer 11th, an Aston 12th, 13th is Chevy, 14th is Chevy, 15th is an Aston, 16th is a Bimmer. Trying to get all the, well, say goodness, but so we're actually beating some of the Dodges, and the Dodges seem, well, from what the leaderboard shows, the Dodges look like the second best car. So it's kind of a fight between us and the Dodge. I think the Porsche's probably got the upper hand in the infield. The Dodge has probably got the upper hand, I'd say, in the straight line. Because it's American, and it's probably got a 14 million litre V8 engine in there. I mean, look at it. It's good that there's a Porsche in pole just now. In fact, we can actually investigate this extra times. 25.4, 25.8, yeah. Okay, so we're actually doing first sectors comparable with pole. Second sector we lose a 10, third sector we lose a 10th. In fact, we're only 3/10 off pole, so it's really close. Although I will say, the Dodges are averaging about 4/10 slower in sector 1. Comparable in sector 2, although I think that goes onto the straight a wee bit. So, yeah, sector 1's kind of the real one that I'm looking at. So it does appear that the Dodge is kind of one of the slower ones, it seems. Chevy as well, the C8. Is the C8 the one, the old one? The old style? What's the first Chevy? No, it's not. C8 is the... Of course it's the new one. It's a bigger number. Yeah. I was thinking it was going to be one of these older ones that was... Because it was slower and... not that one. That one. Because it was slower on the first sector, because I would expect them to be slower on the first sector because it's a big American muscle car, you know. Oh, it's a Dodge on pole now. Okay. We are still 6th. Oh, Porsche is taking it back. There's a scrap at the front between a Porsche and someone else. Ted Turner's just died. I've literally just got a thing saying Ted Turner is dead. A shame. Right. What are we saying for lap times? Porsche improved again, I think. Did it? No. Oh, hang on, I've just made a mistake there. That wasn't pole. The Porsche's always been fastest. My god, my thing is going mental. What is this? Great. Fab. Right, moving on. We're in overtime for practice. Should be ending soon once everyone crosses the line. Chevy there. I think he's just crossed the line. Ford is riding. I think these lot are kind of the ones that are finishing up here. Once they cross the line, I believe we could be done. Given they're the only ones on track now. No, it's not. Okay. I wonder who's left to cross the line. Not me. It doesn't do thing with people in the pits. It's one of these lot here. Oh, could be these two. As they come rounding the line. No. Okay. Oh, yeah, it was. 6th in practice, that's not bad considering how we were 16th. A second off 15th, really. A bit of a tweak in the straight line speed setup really helped things, so didn't want that. Quality time. Try and get out quickly. Ahead of everyone. We didn't need to do that, but we did it. These collisions are off in pit lane. We crawl round here. And then power. Oh. The pit limiter turned off and on again. I think it thought I pressed it twice. I will say the Porsche sounds amazing. Bloody itches in my eye. Looks like my hair or something. It's getting cuts in so. It's a known issue. I've had many times. Wheel spin it. Slow down, turn around, right. When the 143s here, I'm going to be a happy man. Oh, that was close to the wall. Using a planted car on entry round the chicane. If we get chicane right, we're going to be in a world of good for qualifying. Be happy with mid-pack. For what would be our joint longest race that we've done in protocol racing. Although we've got longer to come because on Saturday we're at Canadian Tire for a 100-minute race. So that'll be fun. And then I think next Sunday I've got a 2.4-hour race. One of them 2-hour 40-minute races at 10 times game speed. So we get the full day-night cycle in Porsche Motor Racing for, well, my first time. That was horrendous, I must say. Just slid round there. Tyres lock up again. Not quite getting the acceleration on Dodge there, but we will have the slipstream on him in fact. Which is a rare thing that we have in poly laps. Let's go with a slingshot down towards the chicane. Make it the first row of cones. Out my reference. And go wide. We've ruined our slipstream opportunity. It's a short poly session, only 10 minutes.
Maximum focus. Let's take this pole.
I don't know what he's saying. So flying 144 flat, that's not very good. I expect to see a marked improvement. Expecting one because in all honesty our chicane was horrendous and this problem was awful as well. That's where we lost probably most of our time. Not as much as I thought. So actually need to maybe be a bit better. A better exit around there. Still pole, but bear in mind the AI do like to do a slow lap first to give you a false sense of security before absolutely tearing up the track. Oh, that's a shame. We only gained about a 10th round there. I would quite like about 5, please. Improvement, not a 1/10 or 2/10 loss. They weren't particularly good rounds in the infield though. A bit more aggressive. Too aggressive! Well, in fairness, I'm set 144 flats, 144 ones just now, so let's go into them today. Oh, there we go, there's the 143s that we're looking for. So sometimes the car decides it's going to not lock the brakes, and then sometimes it just decides no, it's going straight on. Let's go a bit more aggressive on the TC. Let's go down to 4. Nah. Oh, hang on. Why is our setup not... No, it does have our setup. Why is our brake guy still on 62? Fit. I don't want that. That's probably why we're locking the brakes. Oh, we're not going to have time to do a lap here. We're going to be absolutely rocketed. Oh dear. I have an idea. It involves cutting the track. If that's possible. No. Yes. Should I just speed in the pit? Right now. Yeah, I'm alright with that. Oh, I can't. They put a bloody wall in the way. I think we'll be okay. Right, we've got one lap at this. On the 8th, 144 flat. We've set 143s in the past, so I would like a good lap time here. Well, that's why we're struggling in some of the wobbly zones. We were wobbling it. Brake bias being weird. We need an improvement here. Can we bring out our lap of gods again? Just knock on the door. That's already felt significantly around there. Not that we changed anything, we just changed the brake bias. The car feels nice on the brakes now. Rather than we brake and we let off and it all of a sudden just unlocks up. It's like on the brink of locking up there. Try finding an improvement. Here we go. Final lap at it. Good. I can see the red, it's not going. Literally all it's going to be down to is this chicane now.
Checkered flag this lap. End of session.
Otherwise we'll last. It's not much. It's going to lead though, I think. It's not enough. I think we're last in quali. After setting a practice time 5/10 quicker. It's going to be 4/10 at the end of this lap. Disappointing. Disappointing. Very disappointing. What's the car done now? Oh dear. Oh. Chance we're in a bit of bother here. We just need to make it through the infield clean and then try make out something. What's our 3.4 a lap? Cool. Go on good old fuel calculator again. My new favourite tool. 90 minutes this time. Average lap time. I'm going to go conservative. I'm going to say, let's just put in our 1:43. Let's just put in our best lap now. 9:28 because we don't know our average.
Lucky mate. We've got our work cut out in the race. You're going to have to pass a lot of cars to get some points.
3.4. Fuel tank capacity? I don't know. What's my fuel tank capacity? Probably 101. Yeah, looks like it. It just feels like every car in this game is 101 litre fuel capacity. 2 stints, 1 pit stop. Pit after 50 minutes. Cool, so 70 minutes to go. Oh, that seems a bit excessive. I'm gonna get my headphones quickly. I receive them. Now bear in mind this isn't to hear the car. You ever see me with a headphone and drive and it's never to hear the car noise, it's to hear the bloody music. Oh, it's turned itself off again. Yeah, that's a good salt. Never mind. 29 laps. Pit stop. Now, we need to remember this. Compound. Hard. Not that matters because it doesn't have an auto setting. We need to willingly put it on an auto setting. Here we go. Porsche on pole. Porsche set. Oh my god. I've ruined the Porsche name. I'm sorry. I think if we beat a Dodge, I'm going to be a happy man. If we don't beat a Dodge, well, as long as we're not last, that's the main thing. Although there's no guarantees of that. At least you set a 1:43 of sorts. Which is also probably an absolutely atrocious lap time. I haven't driven the GTEs much, to be honest. Not that that's an excuse. Okay. Maybe our goal to beat one of the Dodges isn't as hard after all, because there's one in 15th. I thought the game froze there for a second. It was just moved to the Aston. And then there's us. Breathe.
Keep focused. Let's get a good start. Take
Here we
some of
go.
those cars off the line.
Hard. I've had better starts, although we're not last. We're last this time, so we didn't lose any positions. Although given it's us, we'd still probably manage to lose positions despite starting last. The good thing is, starting last, the only way is up. Yeah, we nearly killed us. Go back there, Aston. That's good, thanks. Bit of a tapping dodge there, but we got by him. He's he's going to break here, he's going to break here, yeah, he's going to break here. Yeah, that's what's fine. I'm happy with that, infield. And I'm happy with that as well. Considering 16th to 9th in lap 1 isn't half bad. I think the thing is with us is our quali pace is basically our race pace, so there isn't really any difference. I do think these guys are actually just in general slower than I am. Because I was a lot quicker than that Ford GT. I mean, we haven't really seen that guy. We are just scything our way through in this early stage, although I don't know what happens when we abuse the tyres too much and they disappear after 20 minutes. My goal is to make at least 45 in these things. At least halfway. Start ditching the GT3s like that. Porsche is buggered off at this and Dodge second. I do like the feeling of this Porsche just now. Hope they're not just bending in and then they just get quick, because that would be an issue if they're setting 143s. Joe doing its job though. Yeah, this Dodge up here is kind of where we would have qualified in practice. Just couldn't get it turned in, doesn't it? Slightly braking too late there. I'm happy with that pace. Porsche is so far ahead of the leading one, I can't see it. Helps it's white as well, so it blends in with the concrete. It's quite light, this. No, tarmac, isn't it? They just get it on the apex like that. This is infinitely quicker. Helps that we do that a bit better, that is for sure. Me and Connor are losing time at. Oh dear. My god, the squeaks are insane. Would help with a bit of slipstream, I tell you that for a fact. No, slid. That was such a good exit there as well. It was just not to be, was it? Oh, I messed that up. I messed this up. That was so crap. Ah. I had the opportunity to gain quite a bit of time there. Ended up not to be there. Immediately knew as well. Just didn't turn. Or didn't turn it in early enough. That was especially as crap as well there. 4/10 off PB. Got behind gain as well. Mate, they just get infinite grip through there. I mean, again, that wasn't a particularly good chicane, but we just couldn't turn there. Already feeling the effects of the tires dead. And they're just shagging it off into the distance. Like our tyres, half the time we pitted, it's undrivable. It's like not even half worn, and it's undrivable, and they can go almost the whole race without it. Like we're just especially heavy in our tyres, it seems. Like look at that, he's 1.2 behind now, he was like 2 seconds back a couple laps ago. And that's Charlotte, I mean, of course it's Charlotte. It's not a good sign, is it? No. We've still got so long before we actually need to pit as well. And the tyres, after I don't even know how many laps this has been, but they already feel a bit incoherent and shags really. 9 laps. What are they doing in a straight line as well, by the way? 'Cause he's not even in, he's not slipstreaming. We're not slipstreaming. He's gaining about 3/10 in the straight. We're doing literally everything we can. We cannot do a thing. Literally everything. And he's not going away. What's he in? I don't even know what he's in. I swear to God if he's in a dodge. Yellow bit. Oh my God! I don't see. Exact same thing as I did last lap, and it's different outcome. I can almost just invite them to come and overtake me now. What other invitation do they need? They've got it now because I'm just handing it to them almost. At least we're quicker than them for 2 laps at the start of a stint. By about 1.4 seconds over the 2 laps or something, and then the rest of it we're losing 4/10 a lap, so... Oh yeah, that's nice. Way over scrub the tyres. It's here that we do everything we can to get an exit. And it doesn't come. They just approach. There's 2/10 already. 3/10. 4/10. That's 4/10 out that 5/10. 5/10 out that corner. And we just hand it to them, and there we go again. Even slower exit that time. What can we do? We get a better exit than them, and they just seem to have infinite top speed. Maybe they just have a quicker top line speed than I do. Lower downforce or something. Although they're just as good in the infield. Although at the same time we are just shite driving. That's the way to do it. It's not! Mate, could we have taken that any better? I don't think so, and they still gain time. We cut the corner there. 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10. 6/10, 7/10, under a second, and 8/10. What can we do? Like, we get such a better exit than them. We gain 7/10 on them, and then immediately after they just come back. I think they just got better straight line speed somehow. The best team I've done, we still lose a 10. Just drive my race, man. It's nothing we can do that they can. You just instantly gain 2/10 out there every time. If it's over a second when we come to here, then we'll have gained. It's just about going to be. And that was by nailing the chicane. Which that was absolutely not. We're gonna get a penalty. You almost need to cut the chicane, and even then I think they're gonna be gaining time us. So it's basically just giving us the middle finger and maybe live with it. We've still got 20 minutes to go before actually making the pit. Here they come. 1.1 to the guy, and we've almost set a PB in the first sector. Track lights. Here we go again. They've gained 2/10 on us this time. Thing is, I've kept the tyres the exact same health as to how they were at the start, half an hour, nearly half an hour into the race, and they feel so much worse, despite still being apparently full thingy. That was horrendous. I'm not even sure the gap was back to him. Usually it should be 1.7 out there, it's 1.5 now. So, apologies for moaning, but it's annoying when you're simply helpless. Turn into the bloody corner, man! What is it even by? Oh, it's a fucking Ford, man. How are we losing to the Ford? I'm guaranteeing the switch we weren't even going to be able to overtake them. Why the hell are we getting so many little dirt marks in the windscreen? Trial limit penalty. Here we come. It's almost like I've picked the not meta car here. .1 to the car here. Thing on the inside of the car. Not a thing on the inside of the car, man. Get the name right. It's an integral part of a racetrack. That was horrendous as well. We're going to get past here any moment now. We just need to last in our 15 minutes. That's going to be fun. I'll take that every day of the week. Oh, I'll take that every day of the week. We're actually gaining time. That's the biggest that gap has been. I'm being honest, the tires feel good. Just they don't. If you get my gist. Actually, I had to turn the traction control off a click just to get them to. They're starting to slide out in the exits. Look at us go. Rude, but 2 seconds out there now, not 1.7 or 1.3 or whatever it was. Looks like they're starting to come to the light again. Not that we're going to catch up to the car ahead, no. But as long as we take the chicane clean. That wasn't particularly great, that one. I'm going to get over 2. Go on. No, it could have been better, that chicane. Car pitting. Interesting. Couple cars pitting, in fact. Are they going to double stint? Don't tell me they're double stopping. That's such a waste of a race, come on. Not such a waste of a race. That would be great for us. Okay, that maybe isn't as great for us as I would have liked it to be, but... It's 1.3 out there now, we lost a chunk of time. I guess the tires still feel decent. Oh, okay, we need traction control, definitely. Oh god. I think we've set us up in a bit of a vulnerable state here. So it's in a very vulnerable state. Uh-oh. Hang on, put this like yes, one. Nah, we need 6. We need to actually go 6. We even maybe need to go up to 7 at some point. Bloody TV standby, what the hell? Bloody TV went on standby. Screen just went black. Saying your TV's going to turn off in 300 seconds. Right, we're going to be in a big bit of bother down this straight line. Here we go. I say here we go, here he comes. Is more the accurate term. Although the good thing is, if he launches it into the chicane, don't discount him doing. We got up to 2 seconds now again. 10 minutes to last in these tires. And the thing is, they haven't felt bad. I've just been slow. So, we can absolutely make it another 10 minutes to get to the halfway point. Pit then. The guarantee that's if the fuel lasts. That was bad. Pit then. At halfway if the fuel's still there. 10 minutes ago. We've still got 34 litres of fuel and we use about 3 a lap, so I wouldn't discount it. Oh. I wouldn't discount it, and then we can just pit for new tyres and then all is good. Because they're starting to pit for fuel, and I've got a feeling they're not going to make it. They can't make a tank of fuel last 55 minutes, surely. And a GT3, yeah, maybe. But one of these things at Daytona, primarily flat out, I wouldn't think so. And that's even if they go for full fuel. Warning. It was shocking though. So please pit, lads. Guy behind me's pit. Guy ahead of me's pit. We're second now. I'm just getting momentum around the corner. We need to turn the traction control up again. Oh, we're going to be under baller now here. 8 tenths between us and the guy behind. Got 8 minutes to last on these tyres. All our feelings a bit slidey, that's all. He's pitting. Is it Parrot? Yeah, he's pitting. Right, pressure lifted. We're in the lead! We are winning. Well, no. We're technically winning, so I will take that any day of the week. I mean, it is just because everyone else is pitting and we haven't pit. I've got a feeling that the guys behind her may have the opportunity to. Oh, wasn't as great as it can be, could it? I've just got that feeling that half of these guys aren't going to be able to make it on one stop. However, I've devised a plan to get me to make it on one stop. We've got 7 minutes left before our pit stop. At least. And yeah. Seemingly gained quite a lot of time doing that. I've got a feeling some of these guys aren't just going to make it. So they were pitting way early for my thinking. Might just make it though. We'll see what we've got left when we pit. Because just now I think we've got about 5 laps of fuel left. It's 3 a lap, so it's 3.6 a lap or something. And in fairness, the guy in third is actually losing time to us. That was the worst exit you're ever going to see around there. We somehow gained. No, we didn't. If we're more than 7 out here, we are actually gaining time on these. Seven exactly. Couple more laps. 3, I think. That's the grass. Okay, we need to brake earlier there. We are losing time, however. When we come out, our tyres are going to be better. So they've all pitted about 5-10 minutes ago. We haven't. We are pitting at 45 minutes to go, roughly. Might go a bit longer. The windscreen is so dirty, it's insane. What's happened to the guy in third? He was 9 seconds, but now he's 20 now. What? Was he like a guy in bloody 16th that just hadn't pit? And he's just pit there? Or what's the gist with that? Now, we should be scheduled to come in next lap, however. Car feels surprisingly good. So we might just go to how long we got fuel in it. That, I'll take that all day a week. Maybe think about going this lap, or does the car feel surprisingly fine? Bit sketchy there, being honest. I think they may be undercutting us. They may have successfully pulled the undercut off, however. There's always that tyre advantage that we're going to have. I'm just pulling out some okay times. Let's brake a bit earlier. Okay. That wasn't particularly great, was it? We did lose it a bit there. Let's go one more lap. And then pit. Let's run a final trial of these tyres. They don't grip particularly well. That's why we got the traction control cranked up, but put it to 8, just like completely nurse the wee sods. Oh, it turned left. I'm just putting it to 56 here, just so it's another brake in the back ends came out a wee bit. I've got a feel it's just the rear locking up a wee bit. So I'm going to put it more forward for the chicane, because we nearly died at this chicane. In the last lap. Just take it about as carefully as you could imagine. Yep, perfect. And then box. Now the guy behind has gained a ton. The guy behind him has gained a ton. They've all gained a ton, is the thing I'm trying to say here.
Look for the box.
Oh.
Get the car stopped on the box.
Our pit limiter enable. Hard tires, yeah. Oh, fuck. That's wets. That's wets. I've put wet tires on. Although I have heard that wet tires do feel quite nice. Oh, we could have just killed our race here. Oh, we've just had the oh no second here. Great parking apparently though. Let's give them a go and see how they feel. They're going to overheat so quickly. Oh my god. We've lost a lot of time. That's us down to 10th there. This is down to 11th. We were 7th when we came into the pits. We just need to see how these wets withstand the pressure. We'll get ahead of these two.
We're looking for a grey outlet.
Helps a bit, doesn't it? Oh, they feel very bad. We came out ahead of Bennett. But at what cost? Because we're on wet, spare mine. Just gonna have a wee bit of time to heat up. This feels so wrong. Handles well though. I know there's still a few people that have got to pit. Marshall and November. Actually jump Pennant, but we're giving these a lot of go here in the wets. We made a mistake because I accidentally, just to make sure it wasn't an auto setting. I accidentally clicked it on the wets and then immediately locked the page. So. However, they're not feeling too bad. They're just getting slightly hot. However, I wouldn't say notorious. I know myself to not be good at keeping tyre temps, so maybe that's a good thing. Well, we are losing a second a lap to our best lap, so although our best lap was probably a nice speed. If they pit again, I'm just gonna jump in and put on new tyres, but otherwise we're gonna live with the wets. That's a big mistake though. Yeah, because there's no set, there's none, there's hardly wet. Down the pit. It was. Did you get ahead of him? No. He's in an accident. Been thrust out right next to him. Got him. Not very good there. It would have helped so much better if we put on dries over the wets. I think that would have been common sense, really, to know that. The BMW's gone. Oh, front right's gone. 117 degrees Celsius. Okay. So another pit blunder has led to us in this situation. Wet tyres on a dry track, if you're wondering. Not very fun, feels a bit weird, being honest. I'm so disappointed with myself. Literally, if we were about a second quicker at changing it back to dries, we would have done it. No, we're stuck with these muppets for the next half an hour, 35 minutes, which is minorly disappointing. And we've got a guy behind, Alexander Kent, in an Aston that's looking like he's going to pass us. There we go. Now I'm just praying that they end up hitting again. I think this song's 21 minutes long with the same synth loop and nothing else. Yes. Great. These wets feel atrocious, by the way. Drivable, but atrocious. Guarantee you, yeah, they're going to start feeling even more atrocious. And that's all because I was too eager to press some buttons. Grips surprisingly well. Let's turn the traction control, see if they help. I don't suspect so, but it might help in the. It's not been half an hour to go. Oh, penalty. Dude. I've got enough of a penalty already. I'm just praying at this point that they all pit. Because there's no way we're making pace up. If we weren't on wets, we would be making pace up. I thought I had a massive stroke of a strategy that we just pulled off there. until I fiddle out the bloody buttons again. It's going to be even more stressful half an hour than the bloody delay vertigo. Oh, heavy damage. Suspension. Steering. Steering! You're having a laugh. That was a skiff of the wall. And now the thing's done. Oh, you sod. I'm not sure what it's like. We're going to be a lap down here if we... Oh, I'm going to need to fix our damage. Well, at least we can get hards on. Oh, yeah, no. Thing does not want to turn at all in any corner. Ah! That's annoying. We can move on though. We can move on. Yeah, here comes the Aston. Oh, that was quite a fun race as well up until... Yeah, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, we're going to be last here this race, please. 40 seconds behind. About. Unless they pit again. Then we could be in luck. However, I don't suspect that's going to be the case. That wall just killed the car instantly. That is a bugger. That's a right bugger, I tell you that for a fact. Now we just pray they pit again. One of the saddest performances in the world. We're that done now. We're that down, so... At least we're on actual good tyres now. We're nearly a minute down to the cars ahead, so... All our goal is now is to enjoy ourselves in this Porsche. So as fast a lap time as we can. Here comes the rest of the guys. Hello. Please help me. Please. I beg of yous. You sods. No, I'm not letting yous though. You little bum. He's ruined my car again. I've just came out of the pit lane to fix my car, and then that guy's just gone out and ruined my car. What an arsehole. Trying to prove to you why then blue flag should go away. Balls. See? Don't hit the wall. that would have been bad.
Blue flag. That's a blue flag.
This car feels now like how it did in qualifying. My strategy like very quickly turned around. From putting us on the wets and then clumping the wall and giving us suspension damage. Yeah, it's went downhill pretty quickly. Found the pit lane. Found the pit lane. Oh, this could get interesting. We're not going to move. Not sure who that was, but. That could be an interesting thing, because they've all must have pit lane. They wouldn't have been enough fuel, so I wonder if that's the start of something. I hope it is. Oh yeah, it is, because he's tumbled down the order. Unless he's like lifting and coasting like mad. Even in this slipstream, it's not helping. Chance, again, penalty. Warning. Still in the pit lane, apparently. Oh yeah, we got guys in the pit lane now. Ooh. Maybe I could be back on the board again. Ha. He's 47 seconds ahead of me, so I wasn't going to gain him anyway. I mean, he pitted ahead of me, so I wasn't expecting things. I'm going to get undercut if everyone pits. Thing is, I think we might have won this race if we didn't do that. The wets and the heavy damage fiasco. Even this slipstream was still slower than shit than bloody hell. That is an interesting point as well. Is that this is probably a missing ring. I know it does say I need a good performance here. We've not got a good performance so far. We just had a mid-performance followed by crap performance. Is he pitting? I think he might be pitting. No, he's not. We pit down this lap. What was that then? This guy's the third place guy, so we're miles quicker than him. Unfortunately, we're a lap down on him. Oops, sorry. Never mind. We're being flown blue flags, however. I'm not going to oblige them because I've got by because I was the quicker car. That's how the rules work, right? None of them names I recognise. Until I see Parrot or something like that. Is it Parma or something? I'm not going to be really in a fight. I think it was Parrot I was in a fight with. Not I think it was called Parrot, but it started with a PA. Although he has just came in the pits there, so we could. However, we would have made it if we didn't get heavy damage and put the wets on. More than a bit there. Maybe this is actually just a blessing in disguise. Not that it is a blessing in disguise, but maybe it's not actually mattered as much as I thought it would matter. This whole hitting with heavy damage and wet tyres on thing. 25 to them. That's interesting. So I don't think we were ever in a fight with Luca Brown. I don't think. It was like someone Parrot that we were in a fight with. It wasn't Parrot, but it was someone that sounded like Parrot. Parma or something. Lambert and pit lane. Camera angle looks different. I mean, I don't think it's ever in the same place. I've moved the box a bit further that it sits on. Not a bit further, a bit closer. But it could be. It might be. But yeah, the blinds are open, which that's why it looks like the bloody sun's exploded behind me. However, this Porsche feels very nice considering how, well, what it's went through. What it's went through. It's went through a lot. From wet tyres to suspension damage. It was a bit harsh, the suspension damage, but there was heavy damage from skiffing a wall. We had no damage beforehand, I don't think. We might have had slight door contact with a car on the start, but there's a guy there, supposedly, but I don't think it's him. Do I do a lot of Daytona? I mean, last thing I did at Daytona was, well, if you count live streams, it would have been the Daytona 24, so it might have been a while since I've done Daytona, it might not. But, I mean, stay tuned for next week, because next week is it? No, it's not, because I've got a Sebring stream. The week after that is only Nürburgring stuff. And then, a couple of weeks' time, I think it's like 23rd or something, the week after. Yeah, It's like the 23rd or something, or the 27th. We have got the Nürburgring 24 hours in Project Cars 2. Won the Bentley for that. The old friend. I say the old friend. Friendly. It's probably the more normal. But before that, we've got Nürburgring 2.4 hour in the Ford Mustang in Project Motor Racing. We're in the Morgan, we're in the Nürburgring GP sometime next week, I think it is, and also the Nürburgring 24 hour layout for 90 minutes. When there's Delay Vertigo, we're in the Nürburgring 24 hour layout for 60 minutes, that's going to be hell. If you watch the Okayama stream, because it's got no top speed on a straight that's about an eighth of the length. So. There's 78, and I know them all. I don't know them all. I can't tell you exactly off my head how it is, but I do know the layout. Yeah, it's quite easy once you do a few laps. I mean, we did a stream yesterday on it. The only reason I crashed on that was because the tyres had died. Because there's the Nordschleife, where you turn left and then you go down, it's like fast left right, so there's a kind of long right hander, and then there's like a left right flip, and it's left right, flip flats, fast right, fast left, and then the hard right, stop, foxhole, kink left up the hill, blind, and then you kind of swoop round, left, double right kind of thing, left, right, slow bit, and then you go straight a bit, fourth gear left hander, second gear left hander, and you're coming down the hill towards the house at the back end of the straight, and then you're coming down the wee S's where the Aston rolled at the Nürburgring 24 last year. And then you've got a very long right hander, a wee kink right and then instantly left quite tight, 180 degrees almost, basically quite slow, catches you out quite often. Right hander, continue down the hill, a left hander that always catches me out again because I go too quickly and hit the wall, and then you've got the uphill, the big uphill right hander that's very scary, straight wee kink left, heavy right that's decently quick, faster than you think it is. And you've got the long bit before the carousel, and you've got the very, very deadly left-hander, and the wee kink right over the crest, and then you've got the big braking zone towards carousel, then you've got the hairpin there, then you've got the carousel, and then you come out the carousel, wee left right, and then there's a nice left uphill that I love, and then the right, and then you go right, left, kind of all this is kind of region sweepers kind of thing, right, left, and then you come down a wee straight, YouTube corner, close to it. I think I might have missed a couple of corners there. There's a lot of left right, and then you get to the YouTube corner, kink left, not kink left, 90 degree left up the hill. I go wide there all the time because you think it's way quicker. The wee left right, you've got the drop thing into the long right hander, kink left, big drop, left right, flat out kind of thing, very scary. The long right hander, and then there's a third gear left hander, and then you've got mini carousel. And then you've got the kind of quite big right-hander, and then it opens out, and then you're in the big long straight. Over the crest you go left slightly, flat out, and you go flat out left, right a bit. Heavy brakes once you go at the MS's. You go heavy right, heavy left, and then if you're doing the Nordschleife you go heavy right again. But if you're going in a 24-hour layout, you're just going straight onto the GP straight. Lots of lefts and rights. I've probably missed a few corners there, but that's my rough recollection of the Nürburgring Nordschleife. There's a few curves in the streets and stuff. On that. 10 minutes to go, by the way, I didn't realise that. I think this guy up here is first. Still waiting on the rest of the guys to pit. I think that guy that we see, the guy ahead of this guy is 15th, I think. I would like to get him, but I don't think we're going to get him. I could if you want. I could if you want. Oh dear. Made it. It's okay, because we always lose about a second on that corner, anyway. It's been a fun race, this. Other than, I think we could have actually been pretty close to a podium if we didn't accidentally put on wet tyres. Because last race we had it on auto setting, and it didn't change the tyres when they were very short, because there was still apparently a little bit left to give in them. So I went to click to basically say I don't want auto setting, but it was on hard, so it would have just put on the hard tyres instead of auto. But I clicked it right and it went on wet, and then and then it locked the screen. So we just stuck the electric tyres. That's the first place guy put in. And then that was okay for a few laps. They just got a bit hot, and then we skiffed the wall in the turn before the oval, and got suspension damage. We should have probably pitted that lap, and we lived a lap and pitted, and now we're here. We were a minute behind, but now we're 12 seconds because everyone's pitted once. Oh, everyone thinks pitted, not the guy that I'm looking for, Parrot or whatever it's called, Parrot or something. Not Posley, but Parrot. Or did I say Posley? Oh, I might have done. Oh dear. That could be him. At least we're given a bit of a fight and we're not a minute behind, but it looks like we're really crap. I mean, we are really crap. I would quite like it if we went last. How the hell's Antoine Marchand first? That man was last in... No, he wasn't last in qualifying, because I was last in qualifying. That man was last in practice. He was only a minute ahead. Six minutes to go. That synth song that's 21 minutes long, which is the same 3 notes over and over again, is finished, by the way. Back to Slayer. The synth song's by Black Metal Band, or Single Man Black Metal Band. Person. Mildly controversial band. Oh, them two up there are scrapping. What a shame. What a shame we can't be involved in that. We're not going to catch up then, we've only got 6 minutes to go. Unless we pull out one of them lap of gods things that we did at the harbour. Oh, tracks. Ah, well, we're fine. We're fine, because we obviously decided. Five minutes to go. I'm just going to go back to PTSD here of the Ross County versus Wraith Rovers match. Oh, there we go, there's Pettit. Is he Pitt? Yeah. Marchand and Pettit have Pitt. Well, they came out 59. No, we haven't. No, you're having a laugh there, mate. They're in the pit lane. Yeah, they are. Hello. Here we go. Look left. Oh, there, he's just coming out of the pit lane. We could be in a scrap here right at the last moment. There he is. We beat him. That is Matteo Pettit. I actually got it right as well. Marchand's only 7 seconds ahead. Well, he just came out the pit lane. Right, go on then. Round 1. Fight! Kind of thing. Can we get 14th? Be quite a comeback we were. think we have as well, actually. Oh, I messed up there. I messed up there. I messed up there. Round the outside. Round the outside. Round the outside. Round the outside. What a move! To 14th. It's going to be one of the few times we actually gain 1 second. Yeah, we are actually gaining. Oh, I thought he was going to come back in the slipstream, but no. I think it's because he tried to go for a move on us. His line was all put off. We're somehow in 14th out of all that. Don't be challenged, don't be challenged, don't be challenged. Warning, good. Carry on. Told you I got a photographic memory there. I was doubting myself for a second when I saw Posley, but no, Pettit. Pettit is the one to go. We actually could have won this race if we had done a one-stop. If all went well, we would have been right laughing if we didn't put wets on and then get heavy damage. It's also about 5.8 seconds to pit. How the hell is it 5.8 seconds to him? What has he done around the chicane that's put him 5.8 seconds behind me? We didn't cut him off that bad. I think next lap's going to be our last lap at it. 3 seconds ahead. Maybe not. I think the leader might just be coming up with his penultimate lap now. Yeah, no, yep. So this is going to be our penultimate to our penultimate lap. It's our third to last lap here. And we set 14th, somehow. Marchand has went from 1.9 seconds behind last lap to 7. Don't think he's very good at driving. Well, I've got a chunk of steering on my hand. Oh dear. It's not a chunk, but it's a bit. I think I probably am going to end up needing new steering wheel by the end of the year. And I don't own gloves, unfortunately. That is just a chunk of steering wheel. Oh my god! The bit where I hold it's completely smooth. Penultimate lap coming on to now, lap 49 of 50 it seems, or lap 50 of 51 it seems. See how far ahead of Pettit we can get. Probably not very far. But, you know. Always worth a go. Thing is, we've beaten, I think. 3 behind, 9.4 behind, 9.5, 6. I'm not going to say the next number. Oh my god! These are, I believe, is just coming up in the final lap now. White flag, white flag. Oh! Ah, yeah. I can tell you exactly what that just played there. Is it's played the shortest song on my playlist. Which, if anyone's wondering, because, you know, someone might, is You Suffer by DAYTONA. Which is precisely 1.5 seconds long. Well, on Spotify it's 3. Is it 1.5 or is it 1.3? The official record is 1.3, I think. So Spotify's got the extended version of it. We've actually gained a lot on these last guys here. We're on our final lap, by the way. Here in Le Porsche. Porsche. I don't know. I've heard all them being said many a time. Porky? I don't know. Porsche. Leaders finish the race. Cool. We've actually gained positions. We're only 14th, but we have gained positions. As we qualified last, we went up to 7th, we then fell to 16th. We led for a bit because everyone had pitted and we hadn't. But we round the final corner in the Porsche. Porsche. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. I call it a Porsche. We're round the final corner. 14th. I'd say that's a lovely job. Job done. Oh yeah. Oh. We're getting down to the finite layers of this steering. There's actually chunks on my thumb. Oh, it's because I'm gripping it so well. That Porsche is actually surprisingly controllable with used tyres. Even wet ones. On a dry track. We could have been so much better than where we did, but we did still gain positions. But the man that pulled to likes to flag basically. Likes to flag for the Porsche. We could have won it from last in the grid, however, or maybe not. We could have got a podium from last on the grid, however, things didn't go quite our way. So, it's unfortunate, but it's just the way things go, I guess. I mean, again, if that was like us beforehand, we would have probably quit that, but you know, we're having fun racing now. Well, maybe not Sebring, but we are having fun. Having fun with our woes. Right, my controller's not working, so I'm just going to quickly press that quickly. Well, that was a race about 3 halves. Or 1.5. But yeah, that's 90 minutes of Daytona for you. That was very fun, if I'm being honest. But yeah, we will see you next time, and in fact, well, I'll actually see you next time because there's going to be a video coming out tomorrow, probably. We will see you next time here. Well, if you're wanting to come back for the next stream, what is planned is Lamborghini Huracan GT3 at Sebring. To be honest, that's probably going to turn into someone else. Probably still at Sebring, but probably someone else. Well, unfortunately, for you lot, if you don't like a Porsche, I believe we could actually maybe change from the Lamborghini to the Porsche last minute, depending on how my trials go. Not trials, but depending on how my testing goes tomorrow, and how competent I am at doing a lap of Sebring. So yeah, we'll see next time here for, well, whatever is to come next. There'll be a video out tomorrow. I haven't got it recorded. That'll be recorded tomorrow. But yeah, until next time, we'll see you next time, and goodbye.